it's paradoxical how we can be so connected through social media and whatever, and at the same time be so disconnected. And what I mean by that is it's like we're always on social media. Everyone's so connected on their phone, on Snapchat, making like posting like, keeping streaks with each other and sending TikToks and Reels to each other. But if you take a step back and really look, no one is genuine about a connection they make with each other. No one's really genuine about a connection. They just do it just because, it's they want the perception that they're being social. Like I used to use Instagram Reels often, like all the time, right? I used to use it all the time. Every day I'd wake up before bed, I'd wake up an hour early from school, and then I would just scroll Reels for like 40 minutes and get ready and be at school and be in class. And one day, I mean, I'm not trying to like I don't want to out myself or anything, but one day I was having a dream, and in this dream, it was just me scrolling Instagram. And then after that point, I kind of just like uninstalled it because I was like, dude, it's kind of crazy how I'm dreaming about it scrolling, like it's getting too far. And I uninstalled it, and I wasn't going through like withdrawals or anything. I felt lonely more than anything because it felt like, I lost touch with my friends because I usually text my friends on Instagram. But then whenever I open Instagram like on my computer to read my messages, I looked at all the messages I was sent, and 99% of the messages that I was sent weren't even talking about me, they were just sending me reels. And at that moment, I kind of realized like, dude, like I'm not missing out on anything, right? Like at that moment I kind of realized like, dude, how is it that I can be able to talk to people across the globe? How is it that I can go to college in a completely different continent and still talk to my friends from high school? But I don't talk to them about their life. I know nothing about what they're doing. I just know that, they like this new Elvis Presley "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" meme. I just find that so weird. Like everyone's so connected in life. You can talk to anybody on earth. But at the same time, you don't know anything about anyone, right? It's all what you see online. And when people do post, like when your friends do post stuff online, it's all curated. Like I know my friend, they didn't really do much when they went to New York. Their parents were the ones that told them to go when they were at the hotel most of the time because it was just like a work trip or something. But like on Instagram, you see them at, you know, Madison Square Garden or, Times Square, and like, dude, this dude is traveling the world. But in reality, he was there for like 5 days. And it's crazy, just it's so crazy to me how everyone puts so much emphasis on having such a good social life when in reality 90% of all the conversations, at least for me, that I have is just people sending me like Instagram reels and nothing of genuine, there's nothing genuine going on. And I don't know, I just think it's kind of, it's kind of just sad. It's kind of eye-opening for me. It was eye-opening for me to realize like I'm not like it's such a facade of a social life, and it's not just me, several people, like they just have such a facade of a social life because they assume that's what being social is by sending each other, like keeping in touch, but like sending somebody real, it's like saying hi to someone and then they say hi back to you over and over. Like that's not being social. That's just like an echo almost. And sure, you can argue that like someone sending you reels or it's them thinking of you, but they don't really think of you. They just think, oh, this dude would find this funny. Now, like, I wonder what he's doing. That type of stuff. And I think it's not the same for everybody. I think there's some people with friends that do like care and that do talk to them on a daily basis, but it's more or less like the fact that no one wants to have a genuine social connection outside of like their closest friends. And it's just kind of weird to me. Like everything is just so, it just seems like everything's so fake in regards of social life, and everything is just all fake. And I can't really describe it that well, but I hope what I'm saying makes sense. Um, Honestly, yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. It's just crazy. We're all so connected, yet so separated. And everyone lives under like the illusion that they're social when in reality like they don't really have many friends. Yeah, I don't know, that's it. Yeah, thank you for listening.